People always want to see paperwork. So I'm going to tell y'all something. And I just so happen to have some paperwork with me. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then. BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Yeah. So apparently, there is actually proof that there are people, notice I said the word people, that are going to become evidence against FuBanga if he was to go to trial. Now, first of all, I got tons of different proof about a couple of different things, as far as also the hierarchy of the gang and everything like this that he's that they're alleging that he's a part of. But that's not actually pertinent to what we're talking about right here, unless we're trying to explain how a specific individual actually can be the person that's turning state's evidence or I guess country's evidence I don't know, it's the federal evidence against FuBanga. So let's just streamline all of that, and we're going to talk about the actual incident. So right here, you'll see it says, on April 21st, 2018, the defendant and others who were members of the associates of the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods entered the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. While walking in one of the corridors, the defendant and others encountered a group of rival gang members. The two groups appeared to exchange words and engage in a scuffle. First of all, let's just get a couple of things clear so we can know the parties that's involved. Earlier that day, Tekashi and Shotti are also being accused of hopping out of a car. And Shotti is being accused of having a firearm and running down on a vehicle that had opposing gang members in that specific vehicle. So for everybody that don't know, there was a period of time where Tekashi, where Shotti or the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, that 9 Trey or Treyway, there was a faction of their organization that was actually having a beef with the organization that Casanova 2 times is a part of. So what the government is basically saying is that hold on. What the government is basically saying is, and this is how they're putting everything together for everybody that don't know, Casanova 2 times was actually supposed to perform for whoever Adrian Broner was fighting against that night. I'm not sure who it was. And Tekashi 6ix9ine was actually supposed to walk in with Adrian Broner. That's what they was building up to. That's what they were doing. So they were both there at the arena, 2 rival gang factions. And for everybody that don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I don't think any of Treyway anymore, is allowed to go inside of the Barclays due to this situation. So real quick, earlier in the day, Tekashi 6ix9ine and Shotti allegedly ran down the block with a firearm and fired their weapon into a vehicle. No one was hit. So now we're gonna fast forward to this time of the day while everybody is at the Barclays. So at the Barclays, the allegations are that they were the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods entered the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. While walking in one of the corridors, the defendant and others encountered a group of rival gang members. The two groups appeared to exchange words and engage in a scuffle. Surveillance video from the corridor showed the defendant reaching into his shoe and moments later firing one shot that appears to hit the ceiling. After the defendant shoots, one of the rival gang members can be seen falling to the ground, while others can be seen running away. In addition to the surveillance video, which shows the defendant discharging a firearm inside of the Barclays Center, cooperating witnesses will testify about the defendant's role in 9 Trey, in particular as a shooter for the gang who always carried a firearm. Now, let's just make something really, really clear. They didn't say that there's going to be witnesses testifying that he shot here. They're saying that there's going to be witnesses that are going to show evidence or testifying that, because basically if they're saying he's a shooter, they're going to say, how do you know? For anybody that don't know how this work, you can't just, the DA isn't always just going to, or who the prosecuting attorney isn't going to just let you get on the stand and say anything. Because, I mean, they could have let you get on the stand and say anything, you know, whatever, but they're trying to convince a jury. So the best way to convince a jury is to have some form of evidence for you to then explain. Do you get it? So when they say they have cooperating witnesses who testify about the defendant's role in non-Trey, that means 9 times out of 10, a person that's going to be testifying about the defendant's role is going to be somebody who can probably verify some, at least 1 or 2 of the claims that they're going to make with something like, I don't know, text messages or audio recordings or pictures or something. You understand what I'm saying? Not just going up there and just saying any old thing. And also, could I also bring attention to this? It says witnesses. That's plural. So even if you want to say, yo, Tekashi 6ix9ine, it gotta be him, he's the one talking, it still says witnesses. So that means more than one person. Do you get it? And also, just so we can be clear on this, how much information do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine is gonna have on anyone in the gang and their affiliation with violence? How much how much information do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine could possibly have on this specific topic? Now, if you want to talk about other things, I can understand Tekashi 6ix9ine knowing a lot about it, but I don't know how much Tekashi 6ix9ine would know about how anyone that's a part of that gang has been an enforcer over a long period of time, especially due to the fact that he's only been running with them like a year, less than a year. So there's just certain information that he's not going to have. Anyway, so it says cooperating witnesses will testify about the defendant's role in non-Trey, in particular as a shooter for the gang who almost always carried a firearm. They're going to have to be able to have proof of this. They're not going to just be able to say this and it'd be okay. Because you know what's going to happen? The defense attorney is going to rip them to pieces if they don't have some kind of evidence. The defense is going to rip them to pieces. Period. I'm telling you. Have anybody else ever been in court? Like, these guys just don't let you walk in there and say anything. You understand? The smartest guy in the room is most likely going to be the judge. The next smartest people are going to be the attorneys that's present. I'm telling you. Anyway, so this kinda, not for nothing, I'm just saying this is kinda proof that they do have people that was gonna speak or has the ability to speak on FuBanga in court, which would then cause for him to say, I'm gonna take the guilty plea, because if I go to trial, people are going to take the stand against me. It literally says here, cooperating witnesses who testify about the defendant's role in non-Trey. If you were going to say cooperating witnesses who testify that he fired the gun in the Barclays, it could be anybody. It can literally be anybody involved in the case. Because they didn't say witnesses. They said cooperating witnesses. So that means that the cooperating witnesses is already somebody who took a deal. So it has to be somebody who took a deal. It has to be somebody who was willing to take a plea. Because when you take that plea deal, they're gonna say, yo, if we need you to come on stage, if we need you to go on the stand. Right now, the only people we know didn't take a plea, I don't think Mel took a plea yet, right? I don't know. Mel might have took a plea, but Harv didn't take a plea, and we know Nuke didn't take a plea. And we know Ro didn't take a plea. But it says cooperating witnesses. So that somebody in the case already, 9 times out of 10, pardon me, in the case already, that took a plea. Anyway, let me see the comments down below. Let me see what y'all guys think about this. I just want your opinions. Because right here, it basically says that there is somebody that's involved with this case that is going to go evidence against FuBanga if he decides to take the stand. And I think it's pretty obvious. But let me know what y'all guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.